Okay, so today we're going to be learning about 8-6, which is solving ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. And this is when a equals 1. So steps to factoring a trinomial when a equals 1. Step 1, put it in standard form. Step 2, look for a GCF. If there is one, you need to factor it out. Step 3, identify a, b, and c. Step 4, make a product sum chart. Product sum chart is the product of A times C and a sum of B. Step 5. The two factors will be placed into the two binomials. This is steps to solving a trinomial. Step 1. Get the equation equal to 0. Step 2. Factor like normal. Follow the previous steps. Step 3. Use the zero product property to solve. The zero product property is if the product of two factors is 0, then at least one of the factors must be 0. So if if AB equals 0, then either A or B has to be equal to 0. Okay, so equation or example number 1. This is x squared plus 9x plus 20. So step 1, you would put it in standard form. It is already in standard form. So step 2, look for a GCF. There is no GCF. So step 3, identify A, B, and C. A equals 1, B equals 9, and C equals 20. Then step 4, make a product sum chart. So the product of 20 times 1, which is 20, and then a sum of B, which is 9. So a product for 20, let's say 2 times 10. 2 times 10 equals 20. 2 plus 10 does not equal 9. So that does not work. Then let's try 4 times 5. 4 times 5 equals 20. 4 plus 5 equals 9. So that would be it. Then, step 5 is the two factors will be placed into the two binomials. Two binomials, you would do x plus and then x plus. Then, since our numbers were 4 and 5, you would do 4 and 5. And that would be your answer. So, example number 2. X squared minus 11x plus 28. Does anybody know what step 1 would be? What is step 1?
Put it in standard form.
Okay. Is it in standard form?
Yes.
Okay. So it's already in standard form, so you go straight to step number 2. There is no GCF in the problem. So then you go to step 3, which is identify A, B, and C. A equals 1, B equals negative 11, you cannot forget about the negative, and C equals 28. Then, step 4, make a product sum chart. It would be a product of 28 times 1, which is 28, and then a sum of B, which is negative 11. And then you figure out what makes 28 in a product and what makes negative 11. Okay, so let's say 7 times 4. 7 times 4 equals 28. 7 plus 4 equals 11, not negative 11. So that does not work. Let's try a negative times a negative equals positive. So let's try negative 7 times negative 4. That equals 28. Negative 7 minus 4 equals negative 11. So that would be your two numbers. Then, step 5, the two factors will be placed into the two binomials. Set it up, x plus. Actually, it would not be x plus. Since it's a negative, it would be x. Let's just do x first. X and x. Our two numbers are negative 7 and negative 4. plug them in, and that is your answer. Okay, so example number 1 for steps to solving a trinomial. So, step 1, get the equation equal to 0. It is not equal to 0, so what you do is you subtract the 10x on both sides and get to x squared plus 24 minus 10x equals 0. Step 2, factor like normal, follow these steps. So you would put it in standard form. It is not in standard form, so get it to standard form. X squared minus 10x plus 24 equals 0. Now it's in standard form. So step 2 is look for a GCF. There is not a GCF in the problem. So then you go to step 3, identify A, B, and C. A equals 1, B equals negative 10, C equals 24. Then go to step 4, make a product sum chart. A product of 24 times 1, which is 24, and a sum of B, which is negative 10. Then we check and what works best. Let's try negative 4 and negative 6. Negative 4 times negative 6 equals 24. Negative 4 minus 6 does equal negative 10. So we got it first try there. It's lucky. So then our numbers are negative 4 and negative 6. Then step 5. We go to x, but it equals to 0 this time. And our numbers are negative 4 and negative 6, so negative 4 and negative 6. We're not done yet. So, what minus 4 equals 0? 4 minus 4 equals 0. So, x equals to 4, and then what minus 6 equals 0? 6 minus 6 equals 0. And then x equals 6. Those are our 2 answers. So, next problem for steps to solving a trinomial. So, step 1, get the equation equal to 0. It is already equal to 0. Step 2, factor like normal. So, put it in standard form. Already in standard form. Step 3, look for a GCF. There is no GCF in the problem. So, step 3, identify A, B, and C. A equals 1, B equals negative 12, C equals 27. Then make a product sum chart. There's a product of 27 times 1, which is 27, and a sum of B, which is negative 12. So what is a product of 27 and negative 12? Let's try negative 9 and negative 3. Negative 9 times negative 3 equals 27. Negative 9 minus 3 equals negative 12. Those are our 2 numbers, so go straight into step 5. Step 5, you make the 2 binomials. So x equals 0. Never forget about the equals 0. So our 2 numbers are negative 9 and negative 3. Then, what minus 9 equals 0? X equals 9. 9 minus 9 equals 0. What minus 3 equals 0? X equals to 3. 3 minus 3 equals 0. And those are our 2 answers for number 2 for solving a trinomial. So this is lesson 8.6, and this is how to solve ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0 when a equals 1. Thank you.